Author Oda always creates unexpected twists for fans, and it seems like another one is on the way. Thank you for returning to my channel, One Piece nerd. While we're guessing that Loki's devil fruit might be a mythical zone, an intriguing clue has just emerged from Hajruden's data. In chapter 714, he made an unforgettable statement. Have you ever seen a giant wielding Logia powers? If I had the Mera Mera no Mi, I would become the king of all giants. Each punch would strike like thunder. Who could stop me then? This is truly beyond our imagination, isn't it? If the Logia Thunder Devil fruit, the Goro Goro no Mi, hadn't been claimed by Enel, many fans might have speculated that the Thunder fruit would belong to Loki, embodying the powers of thunder and symbolizing Thor from Norse mythology. However, Oda gave it to that scoundrel Enel, who was ultimately defeated by his natural enemy, Rubber Luffy, forcing Enel to journey to the moon to reign as a lord, unlikely to return to Earth. Of course, in the world of One Piece, anything is possible. With his ship Maxim utilizing advanced moon technology, who knows if Enel might return with the help of robots to stir up new chaos on Earth. Let's look forward to the future of One Piece together. Let's set aside the defeated Enel and return to the Mera Mera no Mi Devil Fruit story. Perhaps Hajruden's goal is to grow stronger or to pursue some other ambition. Could it be that Loki possesses a mythical zone fruit, as rumors suggest? In this video, we'll analyze and predict potential developments for Chapter 1131, focusing on Loki. If you have any other predictions, leave them in the comments. I hope you've got your coffee ready, because now it's time to dive into some of the hottest predictions for what might happen in Chapter 1131. The hottest topic we might see in Chapter 1131 is information related to Loki. First, I want to clarify something. In the Japanese version, we don't have a solid confirmation that Loki has eaten a devil fruit. The English translation may lead readers to believe that Loki killed his father and seized the devil fruit. So to be clear, there's no confirmation that Loki consumed a devil fruit. What we're analyzing here is the legendary devil fruit of Elbaf. This fruit has been passed down through the Elbaf royal family for generations. However, confirming whether Loki actually ate this fruit remains ambiguous. Therefore, if it later turns out that Loki hasn't eaten the fruit, please don't think the information I'm giving is wrong. Regarding the devil fruit's designation, please refrain from concluding that Loki has a mythical Zoan devil fruit, as the manga hasn't disclosed this. This fruit is called legendary, not mythical, indicating its essence has a deep connection with Elbaf's history. This devil fruit is closely linked to Elbaf's history, but it's not confirmed as a mythical Zoan. So we can still speculate. As I mentioned before, Hajruden plays a significant role in Elbaf. He's a giant, currently 81 years old. Oda revealed in an SBS that giants' lifespans are 3 times longer than humans, so Hajruden's age would be around 27 in human terms. Hajruden is confirmed to be a prince, Loki's elder brother, and is on his path to claiming the title of Elbaf's king with his strength. So, a struggle for the throne has arisen between Hajruden and Loki after their father's death at Loki's hands, as the story reveals. However, Loki seems inclined to flee from Elbaf due to his actions. This leaves a lot to be explored. If Loki is a cruel giant, then after killing King Haran, he took a devil fruit and asserted his authority, using its power to rule. With such dominance, no giant would dare resist unless Loki was fleeing for another reason. Perhaps Loki wants to reveal the truth about his father's death, clearing his name and the label of traitor given to him. Most giants base their conclusions solely on what they see. Since King Haran was found dead near Loki, they blame him entirely. Remember Sabo's story? He too was misunderstood when seen near King Cobra's body. The media exaggerated it to the point where even Dragon was outraged, assuming it was true. Yet the Revolutionary Army trusted Sabo absolutely, knowing his character. But with giants, it's different. They trust only what they witness, without deducing deeper truths. This explains why the 2 giant captains on Little Garden trusted the Straw Hats so easily. They even drank the wine Luffy's crew gave them, unaware it was tampered with by Baroque Works, which injured Dori's stomach. He concluded that the Straw Hats were responsible. Of course, the Straw Hats tried to explain, but to no avail. It wasn't until Luffy defeated Dori that he finally stopped. The same happened to their subordinates, Kashi and Oimo, who were tricked by the government into believing the 2 giant captains had been captured by the Navy. They were told that if they guarded Enies Lobby for 100 years, both captains would be freed. Eventually, Usopp encountered and explained the truth to them, helping them understand. Additionally, other members of the giant pirate crew were also deceived by Carmel on the execution ground. It was was her scheme to infiltrate Elbaf and carry out kidnappings, selling giants to the government while gathering intelligence. The government's goal was also to keep giants from causing trouble outside their world. This pattern shows how easily giants outside Elbaf are often deceived. Perhaps they were also misled in the case of Loki's alleged patricide to seize the throne. It's said Loki's strength was so immense that it required the combined efforts of all the giants to restrain him. If Loki wished to become Elbaf's next king and dominate the giants, he wouldn't have fled. This suggests Loki wasn't willing to bear the guilt of harming other giants just to claim power. If Loki were truly evil, he wouldn't need to run, right? Isn't the goal of any royal to become the king of Elbaf? Much like Hadrudin, who declared he'd use a devil fruit to ascend as the giants' king, I believe Loki's story mirrors Sabo's. He was falsely accused of patricide before other giants. Loki tried to explain but was not accepted, wounding his pride as a warrior. Hurt, he yearned to escape to the outside world. This is Loki's story as I imagine it. Regarding his devil fruit, as I've mentioned, there's no certainty he has one, and that it would be a mythical Zoan type. You should realize that Zoan type devil fruits have become widespread with their awakening abilities. However, consider this, when Zoan devil fruit users transform, their bodies grow significantly. Would Oda really need a giant to grow even larger after transforming, as it's a general trait of all Zoan fruits? Luffy and anyone else who eats a Zoan fruit increases in size when shifting to Zoan or hybrid form. So is this reasonable for a giant? I think it's overused and doesn't add excitement to the climax. The fundamental characteristic of giants is their superior physique. If they keep using Zoan to further double their strength just to smash things, would that engage viewers, or would it just be another character using brute force to wreak havoc? Therefore, I believe that the legendary devil fruit of Elbaf will likely lean towards Logia or Paramecia at this stage. Another issue with devil fruit awakening, you've seen Paramecia awakenings with Kid, Law, Doflamingo, and Katakuri. There have been many Zoan awakenings, right? Only the Logia type devil fruit has shown no sign of awakening. Even Dr. Vegapunk is completely stumped in creating a Logia-type devil fruit for the Seraphim and explaining how it operates. A genius scientist like Vegapunk struggling to decode Logia devil fruits suggests that the natural creation mechanism of Logia might be shown in the next stage. If the Logia awakening were to be explained by a character, what would its awakened power look like? If it exists, how powerful would it be compared to Zoan and Paramecia? Hadrudin's quest for the Mera fruit and mocking the fact that no giant has used a Logia devil fruit, right? Ultimately, Hadrudin didn't eat the Mera fruit, so Oda might introduce a different giant wielding a Logia in the future. If anyone, that could be Loki. Loki's destructive power must be vast in range, enough for all Elbaf warriors to unite to restrain him. At 63 years old, Loki is roughly equivalent to a 20-year-old human, so his physical strength hasn't peaked enough to overpower all giants. This power seems devil fruit derived, though time will tell if it's a Logia. In chapter 1130, there's a unique detail. Captains Dori and Brogy have been fighting for 100 years on Little Garden, meaning they were absent when Loki was born and stirred things up. Perhaps the author will have another giant present at Elbaf to clarify the situation rather than them. With Loki chained, is crucifixion his final punishment, or is there something worse to come? At the end of chapter 1130, Elbaf shakes intensely, hinting that something's happening on the island. Even the ancient 100-million-year-old tree is affected. Could this be caused by a mythical beast from a Zoan-type devil fruit? Or might it be a Logia devil fruit with destructive power like Enel wielded on Skypiea? Could it even be a Paramecia devil fruit? Overall, these analyses are just for reference. The story is ultimately Oda's. So, what do you think about the legendary devil fruit of Elbaf? What type will it be? Leave a comment below this video.